Hey there, friends. How about moving art today? Let's do a snail, and it's going to be rocking. So I'm going to be using construction paper, glue, scissors, something to draw with, probably need a black marker for some details, and then of course if you want to use something colorful to add some funness to the shell, that would be great. If you want to grab your kids, great. If you don't and you just want to do art with me, that's okay too. All right. Oh, and grab something round that you would want to be the size of the snail. Okay. So I have a color wheel that I happen to have, but it's round. So I am going to be using my round color wheel, and I am going to trace around, and these are just scrap construction paper that I have, and I'm going to trace around the color wheel. Oop, well, that just broke. And work my way around just like this. Here we go. Perfect. And then, oop, oh my goodness, I'm just having all kinds of oopsiness. We will get this cut out just like this. And this will be the snail's shell. There we go. So when we're cutting, I know it sounds really silly, but you want to keep your thumb in the circle hole in your fingers. Like, you really have to work with your kids on this. Thumb in the circle hole, fingers in the oval hole, okay? And keep the thumb on top and little chomps. For some reason, they always want to twist their hands, or sometimes they even like, I mean, really? I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, so we've got our snail shell. So we'll kind of set this over here to the side for a minute. And I'm done with this massive circle. And then what we'll do is we will use some scraps, and here, I'll kind of show you. What happens is this circle gets folded in half, just like this, and just like that. So now we have this great rocking feature, right? Okay, perfect. And then we're also going to want to have another circle on top to kind of represent, so this is going to represent the body, and this is going to represent the shell. And so if I fold this in half, this is another way you can make a circle, and I cut all the way, basically just trim my corners off, just like that. There we go. Then what happens is this is kind of ovally, so I'll go at it again. Or you could just find something that's even smaller and round, and that works too. Okay. Kind of keep trimming. Really, it's just easier to find something else that's round. Okay, there we go. So now we have a great shell, okay? Before I glue it though, I might want to decorate it. So as I was saying, if you had something you could color with, that would be awesome. I'm going to use some oil pastels just so that they show up really bright and bold. And maybe I do some blue. And maybe I make the spiral that is on the snail's shell, just like that. And then I could take like my green and kind of, my lime green, and kind of color over the blue so it makes like a pretty turquoise where they cross. That's kind of fun. There we go. And Now get this all worked in. So I do nice layers where I'm kind of going back and forth over the blue. And then what that does is it creates a pretty turquoise. And you could do, really you could do any colors. Pink and purple would be pretty. Yellow and orange. Red and yellow would make orange. So you can have a lot of fun with the spiral. It would even be fun to like start out one color and then blend to another color, blend to another color, blend to another color. Now sometimes oil pastels will smudge if we're not careful, right? They'll get all smudgy. So if that happens, if it's not too thick and smudgy, you can use just a good old eraser and erase some of your smudges, as long as it's not too smudgy. Definitely don't do this with when you're trying to clean up something on an oil pastel picture, because it will just smudge some more. There we go. And so I'll just work in a little bit more blue. Why not? Okay. There we go. So now we have an awesome spiral shell. You could hypnotize your kids, right? Okay, this shell is going to get glued on to our snail body. So I've got some liquid glue, or you could use glue stick. I always tell my kids, pick all the dry glue off the top, and then if you hear air coming out of the top, then we know that it's got a clear path and it can come out, okay? We know that some of this shell is hanging off, so I don't need glue on the whole thing. Okay, it's almost just like a smile, right? And I always tell the kids, a little dab will do ya. A little dab will do ya of glue. We do not have to go overboard with our glue, okay? Oh my gosh, so cute. Now, let's work on some silly, fun eyes, okay? So I might do, actually, I think I might do some pink. So I'm gonna trim me just a real skinny rectangle. It does not need to be this long. I'm gonna fold my skinny rectangle in half so that I have two skinny rectangles. And now you guys can decide, how big are the snail's eyes gonna be, okay? Totally up to you. Put just a little dab will do you of glue. Little dab. We'll stick that on there. It could be straight up and down, or it could be sideways. You can have fun with that. And then I'm going to bend this back just a little bit, because if not, it's going to look like the eyes are like falling forward and coming at me. Then I need to make two little pupils. Now, anytime I want to make two of the exact same thing, I fold my paper in half, okay? And then I've got this whiteout. This might be perfect to trace. So we will trace around this whiteout. So I found something round, and I'm using it to make a great circle. There we go. And then because it's folded in half, when I cut it one time, it will actually make two of the exact same thing, which is super handy when you're trying to make things the same size. Okay, then, oh my gosh, perfect. Now, before I stick them on there though, I am gonna go ahead and color me some pupils. So I'm making some round circles in the middle of my eye. Now, if you want to be real technical, you could use like a white something, white pencil, white pastel. We could draw a little shine in the eye, just like that, okay? Little shine on the outside of the pupil, little shine on the inside of the pupil. There we go. And then we'll put just a little dabble do ya on the back. Cute. Be aware of your shines. You want to make sure that they're facing the same way on both of your circles. So there we go. Turn my circles so they're facing the same way. Here we go. Oh my gosh. OMG. So cute. And then he definitely needs a smile. So we will do a curve. This is totally reminding me now all of a sudden of Gary from SpongeBob. His little buddy, right? Doesn't it look like it? Oh my gosh, and your kids could have so much fun. They could put lips on their snail. They could have a tongue hanging out. They could add designs to the body. They can have so much fun with this project and totally make it their own, right? Super duper cute. And three-dimensional. So they can be rocking and rolling. Now, take it up a notch and have them name their character. Have them come up with a story about their character. The possibilities are endless. They could write about it, they could draw about it, or they could totally like make a little video, right? Them telling a story about their character, and their character is in the video. So lots of fun options that you can do to promote some literacy and integrate, reading and writing and are using our imaginations with the artwork. Anytime you can do cross curriculum is the best. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, like our Facebook page and give us a thumbs up. Follow us on all the social media platforms. We're even on Instagram, guys. And of course, I cannot wait to do some more art with you. Have a super fabulous day.